Is Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location possible without sound? This game heavily relies on audio instructions, which at points in the game are completely randomized, so obviously not, right? In this video, I decided to answer that question. I'll be beating nights 1 through 5, night 6, and attempting custom nights with no headphones, no earbuds, no speakers, no volume. To find out if even with randomized instructions and RNG, Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location is possible without sound. Prove that there's no headphones, no audio for me. I'm muting my headphones, I'm taking them off, I'm placing them over here. Hair is back, y'all can see there's really nothing in my ear. If I was playing the audio on speakers, y'all would hear it right here through my mic, so you guys can hear there's nothing coming in through my mic right now. Is this location possible with no sound? I'm not sure. Like in every Five Nights at Freddy's game, night 1 is always the easiest. This night acts like an introduction to the game and only introduces one animatronic, if you can even call him that. Hands unit. Yeah. All he really does is make you want to uninstall the game because he never shuts up. Besides that, he's pretty harmless. The biggest issue I ran into in night 1 is that he does so much talking that I found it difficult to figure out when he stopped. So I just sat in front of my computer in silence for 10 minutes, spam clicking until it let me move. I don't know what's going on. I can't hear anything, guys. I don't remember what the dialogue freaking is. But it ended up being easy enough and we beat night 1 with no audio in a breeze, as to be expected. While I'm watching this terrible cartoon and eating popcorn, I'll take a short moment to actually explain how Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location actually works. Unlike the other Five Nights at Freddy's games before this one, Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location doesn't actually follow the same base rules. Every other FNAF game had a base set of characters with AI values that would increase as every night went up. Sister Location is much different, however, as the animatronics you encounter actually change every night. Same with what you need to do to prevent from being jump scared. It's also incredibly different because instead of having fluctuating AI values that get more difficult as time progresses, in Sister Location the animatronics have fixed AI, meaning that RNG can't really be a factor in this FNAF game, so there goes that excuse. Even though RNG isn't a factor for the animatronics' ability to really kill us in this game, it will become a factor and we are trying to guess what they're saying later on in the night.
It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type and I will autocorrect it for you. Thank you for choosing Angsty Teen.
Night 2 is where it became decently harder. Night 2 introduces 3 animatronics: Hands Unit, Baby, also known as Enart, Ballora, and Funtime Freddy. While Hands Unit and Baby are mostly just annoying this night, Ballora and Funtime Freddy make this a little more challenging because they rely on sound cues, which, I can't hear. We'll get to the first half of this night, which once again is me waiting for Hands Unit Baby to shut up for once, and then after that I'll explain in greater depth what I mean. I can't hear anything, guys. That makes this game feel really weird, because I don't know what they're talking about. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're giving me vital instructions. Baby's still talking? Like, dang, guys. She's still talking? Finally, guys, we made it under the desk. During this part of gameplay, a Biddy Bab will try and pry the door open to kill you. Rules are simple. Keep it shut. While sound effects can definitely help during this part to hear when the door is being opened, I definitely didn't find them necessary. Considering I could simply stare at the door and visually see if it's moving, which allowed me to beat it the first time. No. Guys, not gonna lie, the next hardest part was figuring out when I was done. So I literally sat under this desk for about 10 minutes, not knowing that I could leave. Unless they're yapping. I remember they have a whole dialogue scene at the end, so maybe they're yapping right now. In the next part of this video, we were required to crawl through Ballora Gallery. The main problem with this is Ballora heavily relies on audio cues. You must listen, and if you hear her, you must stop crawling. The problem is, I can't hear her. I didn't really know what to do going into this. My main strategy was just patience. I figured if I moved very, very painfully slowly through this gallery, she would never be able to get close enough to kill me. And that should work, right? If I'm just really patient, because I can't hear her. She doesn't seem to have an idle jump scare or anything. Move for 5 seconds. Wait for 10, and she always seemed to leave you alone after that. This actually made Ballora a lot easier than I thought she would be, but it doesn't matter because there's definitely harder stuff coming up. Of course, it's definitely easier with headphones. It took me about 10 minutes to get to the freaking door. It took forever. I'm at the door. I'm at the door. I'm at the door. If we die at this next part of this night, then we have to redo this. Welcome to part 3 of night 2. Yes, this is a pretty big night. In this part of the night, you go against Funtime Freddy. Your goal is to restart all the generators. Funtime Freddy doesn't exactly like when you raise the monitor, so he moves. In order to know when he moves, he plays an audio cue, which... Oh, right. Yeah, so we can't hear when he moves. Oh, go away. If we play our audio, we'll be okay. I don't know where bro went. Oh, my! We got really close on this with him already trying to grab me at the very beginning. Playing audio. Back it on up! Back it on up! Bro is on top of me! Bro's trying to do unconsensual things to my body, bro. Yo, yep, all the way. Shift complete. Night 2 done, bro. Enjoy some time at home. Let's go. Sister location night 3 is where things start to get a lot more complicated. This night uses Hands Unit, Funtime Foxy, Funtime Freddy, and Bonbon. Now, for some reason, I thought Funtime Foxy would actually be easier than Ballore. Yeah, I was dead wrong. To get through Funtime Foxy's auditorium, you're given a flash beam. To know if she's moved, well, it sounds like this. And I can't hear that. This led me to several deaths. This led me to devising a different strat, which I'm going to now call the 21 strat. I would walk forward for exactly 7 seconds, wait for 7 seconds, flash, wait for another 7 seconds, and repeat. If I notice Funtime Foxy on my screen, I would wait for 21 seconds, then flash, then wait for 7 seconds, and then repeat the cycle from the beginning. Since Funtime Foxy is motion activated, being really patient paid off here. This strat didn't work 100% of the time, but it worked a solid 98, and that was good enough for me. The next section was even worse though. In this part of the night, you are required to perform maintenance of Funtime Freddy. You are given directions and have to press buttons in a certain order. Failure to do so will result in a Funtime Freddy jump scare. The main problem I ran into here though was, well, you guessed it, I couldn't hear the directions. Luckily for me, the directions this night are not randomized like in the next one. No matter how many times I die, they remain the same. So I waited for roughly a minute to make sure they finished talking and then click the button. Then I'd wait about 12 seconds to click the next and the next, and this actually worked really well for Funtime Freddy. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 2.
Great. Now carefully locate and press the
1,
button next to
2,
Freddy's right eye.
3, 4. Bonbon wasn't so nice though. As soon as you collect Funtime Freddy's power unit, the next task is to click the button under Bonbon's bow tie. When you look over to do this, however, Bonbon will be gone. Now you're forced to play cat and mouse trying to catch him in time before he jump scares you, sending you all the way back to the beginning of the night. Yeah, this part was annoying. I didn't realize Bonbon played sound cues, making this part easier. He makes shuffling and chattering sounds telling you where he is in the room. Sadly, I couldn't hear these, which led me to many deaths. This also indirectly led me to many more deaths by Funtime Foxy, because as I said, the strat wasn't perfect. Eventually though, even without the help of his sound cues, I was able to catch this little sucker and beat this night.
Press the large black button.
Let's go! Let's go, gosh. That was like my 5th attempt, bro. Yeah, stupid. You look real stupid now, huh? For this part, we can just run back, because bro's gonna jump scare us regardless. They're gonna hit me regardless. That's why I do what I do. Ooh, that was hard. That one was actually where it started to get kind of challenging. I didn't realize how much harder night 3 with Funtime Foxy was going to be, considering Ballore. I assumed Ballore was going to be the more difficult one because of sound, but it's actually Funtime Foxy. Night 4. This night includes Baby, also known as Ennard, Ballore, and the marionettes. The marionettes, however, are the only thing that can actually kill you. Sound, I suppose, could be helpful this night, but out of every night, I would say this one actually requires it the least. This night's also known as one of the hardest nights in this game, so I'm just going to play it through real quickly so that you guys can see how I beat night 5, night 6, and custom night without sound, because every night after this one causes my hope to slowly dwindle. Yikes, y'all see my monitor? Ah, nah. Bro, she talks for so long, bro. Bro never shuts up, bro.
Patrick, can you shut the fuck up?
Let's go. Not gonna lie, y'all are a bunch of crybabies. That night was actually pretty easy. I died 3 times. That's my first time ever trying to do that night. I heard Scott even nerfed that night. That night was not hard. Scott should unnerf it, please. Now on to the dreaded night 5. This night only actually contains one animatronic, and that is Ennard, who actually cosplays as Baby and Ballore this night. This night you are required to save what is good from Baby. This game will give you a 10-digit code, and you have exactly 2 seconds for you to just type it in. Failure to do so will result in a jump scare. We are told it's a Ballore jump scare, but if you know the story, it's really an Ennard jump scare. Problem is, this code is completely randomized. Yes, all 10 digits are completely randomized. At first, when going into this challenge, I thought it wasn't as randomized as people had thought. For example, I thought there was a possibility of maybe like 100 different combinations and they'd repeat at some point. But after running this through the night a dozen times and watching well over 50 playthroughs, I couldn't see that really being a possibility. My next thought was maybe there was a pattern, but the only pattern I noticed for some reason, you are far more likely to get repeats of 1s, 9s, and 7s than any other numbers this night. But I didn't know what to do with that information because you still get repeats of the other numbers as well. I even asked ChatGPT to randomize 50 different sequences for me, and none of those sequences had numbers repeating up to 4 times. So there are 2 possibilities. Either FNAF Sister Location Night 5 numbers did follow some sort of pattern and that's why you were still likely to get repeats, or FNAF Sister Location Night 5 was so randomized, even ChatGPT isn't randomizing numbers as much. I had no way to look inside the programming to see, so I needed a new plan. My first thought was text-to-speech. I couldn't hear, but my computer could. This didn't work though, because apparently my computer is useless and couldn't hear either. Plan 2 was I could have someone else repeat the numbers back to me. But 1, that felt a little cheap, and 2, with a 2-second time frame, we would lose valuable milliseconds with that strat. I need something else. Not gonna lie, I spent several weeks trying to figure this out and nothing was working. I tried getting subtitles in the game, downloading websites, etc., but nothing would tell me the code that was being said in the game. I was beginning to think that this was impossible.
There is a passcode that you must enter before you can retrieve me. Enter the code carefully. 7, 8, 5, 4, 8, 4, 3, 7, 5, 3. Good. A hatch should have opened. Take the card that you find inside.
Well, what just happened? Text-to-speech happened. Wait, I thought you just said that didn't work. Well, it didn't. I had to put my laptop for this one connected to my desktop and play the audio through my laptop for it to translate into text that I could then read and type in. The main problem here though is text-to-speech really isn't made for fast-paced games like this, so I saw 99% of the time it either would give me the number way too late to escape a jump scare or wouldn't give me the number at all. Yeah. Thanks. It also spelled them wrong half the time, so now I'm here needing to wait for baby to say the number, wait for my laptop to hear the number, wait for it to finally type it out, and then I had to translate what the freak it was talking about, move my mouse to the number, and then get jump scared. Honestly guys, text-to-speech made it possible, but definitely not easy. This night took me well over 2 hours waiting for a lucky run and continually resetting the app. My arm was sore from holding the laptop up because looking back and forth took way too much time.
2, 6, 9, 1, 7, 1, 3, 9, 6, 5, 8, 3, 2, 7, 9.
This next part was extremely difficult. You're required to walk through Funtime Auditorium and follow Ennard's instructions to a T. Otherwise you will die and have to redo the entire level. Well, the instructions don't change on the way back and are always the same, but I can't hear them. Therefore, I'm required to memorize them and know the exact time intervals of when to go, stop, and go left. If I'm off by even a second, I have to redo the entire night. Yeah, that's messed up, Scott. So I spent a lot of time watching other people's videos, edited these instructions a lot. This is what I have. We're gonna follow these instructions exactly and hope that we can beat this without having to die.
You must follow my instructions in Funtime Auditorium. Go forward. Stop. Go forward and left. Keep going. Stop. Be silent. Go forward and left. Stop. Go forward. You are almost there. Stop. She is right in front of you. Don't move. He is here to help, Ballora. He is not here to hurt us. Ballora, he is here to help us. Go forward again. Ballora is behind you. She is afraid of the scooping room. She will not follow you.
Yo, guys, we did it. We did it. We did it. Quick moment to appreciate how I did that first time. I was so happy I got that so accurate, guys. You can see I was off a little bit by like a second or two in some places, but I was close enough that they didn't kill me and make me redo the baby part. I had to get lucky enough with the thing and with the buttons being close enough because when they were far apart, it wouldn't load up in time and I didn't know where they were. Round of applause for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. and 5, all possible. Oops, dang, I got scooped without headphones. Yeah, I'm just that good. My first time beating this game, I did it without sound. Like that's tough. Guys, I'm gonna cut most of this out because I know y'all don't care. And I just want to say that, you know, sound doesn't really matter here, but this still took me over 2 hours to beat. This was the most annoying thing I think I've ever done. I love the scream. Bro, I needed 1 more second. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Bro, let's go! Let's go! I also cut out most of this baby stuff, guys, because to be honest, baby killed me more than freaking Ennard, bro, or whatever this part is, night 5. This was triggering me, bro. I died here about 45 freaking more times. I don't want to talk about it. On to night 6, and not gonna lie, this is the hardest night I have done on a challenge, guys. This night was so difficult without audio. Ennard relies so much on audio that without being able to hear him move, you just need to use the cameras, which meant that I had to check all 3 cameras, every movement opportunity he had, to see if he had moved, which used a lot more power than if we could just hear him. So I died so much on this level because it was so difficult.
Why didn't you trust me? Why didn't you believe me? Sometimes I don't understand why people do the things that they do.
So guys, for night 6's location, I believe nights are around 9 minutes long. Whereas in FNAF 1, the longest FNAF nights are like 8 minutes, 55 seconds, I'm pretty sure. So these have the longest FNAF nights with the least amount of power. It is insane. This is one of the hardest custom night modes I have ever played, to be honest. And this is even the custom nights yet. This is just night 6. This is insane. From 12 to 1, Ennard can move every 10 seconds. So my strat here was just to check the cameras every 10 seconds. And I had to check all of them because I didn't know which one he moved to. And then from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., he moves every 6 seconds. So I had to check every 6 seconds after that. And then from around 4 or 5, he starts moving every 3 and then every 2 seconds, which is insane. I could not manage all of that on the cameras. This was an insane challenge, guys. Seven minutes and 16 seconds. The problem is I can't hear. Bro, I was like an 80% chance of making sound. I've made that 100. I've lowered that to a 100% chance of not making sound. So the problem is I have to check the cameras every time he has a movement opportunity. I just have to because I can't hear. But that's using a lot of power. For those people who say RNG doesn't matter this night, I want y'all to look at this real closely and tell me this isn't bad RNG. Tell me this isn't bad RNG. No. Watch this video and then keep yapping.
us like this, we won't be able to try again. You must help us. You must let us inside the room.
This sucker was there from 20 minutes and 8 seconds till 20 minutes and 57 seconds. Do not tell me that's not bad RNG. That is horrible. That cost us the entire night. I don't care what anyone says. That was terrible. We still had a full minute left. First minute, and maybe like 20 seconds. I'm not even gonna bother opening the cameras, bro. Whoever said this isn't RNG is a liar, bro. Y'all saw him sit, him, her, whatever, sit at that vent for 40 seconds. Edward sat there for 40 seconds. I've never seen anything like that. 40 seconds. He failed every movement opportunity. He sat there for 40. No. Nah, y'all saying that this ain't no RNG, liars, bro. That was bad RNG. That was bad RNG. I don't even freaking want to hear it. Come on. No! We had 4 seconds left. We had 4 seconds left. 4 seconds. I've been doing this night for 2.5 hours, guys. You don't understand. I've been doing this for 2.5 hours, guys. Without sound, this feels impossible. It is so difficult. I knew it. Once I saw that camera fizz, I was like, he just moved, but he's not on the camera. I shut the door, but I went and checked. I shouldn't have checked. I knew it is so hard without sound. But I feel like it's so possible. But it is so hard. Guys, I don't think it's possible without sound. I've sat here for hours. I don't think it's possible without sound. I want it to be, but you use more power because you don't have sound. I can't save enough power and check on the vents. Like, he makes sound, and I'm forced to check every camera. There's not enough power to check every camera. For night 6, I went and I found a modded version of the game, which just gave me hotkeys. It was the same difficulty. All it did was enable hotkeys for night 6. And with that, I was able to beat it because it allowed me to save a percentage of power when opening and closing the doors. Ooh, as you see, though, I was 0.5% away. So without the hotkeys, I don't think it's possible. No way night 6 is possible without it. No way. But yeah, we beat it like that. So technically, I guess it's doable, or you get really lucky, maybe. I don't know. Guys, this was just a run with Funtime Freddy. I wanted to see if I could just do him with no audio. Yeah, it looks like I couldn't. Even with my text-to-speech, which I connected, he was speaking way too much and moving way too much to even make it make sense, to be honest. So I found even a different version of the game, which let me mod it so that way it was flashing at the left and right door whenever Funtime Freddy and Belor were near. That made this 10 times easier because I could just pay attention to the flashing. Even then, this version of the game was very broken. As you guys can see, the power drains extremely fast. Even if you look up Funtime Foxy, she's still going to jump scare you. So it's kind of broken, but yes, it is possible if you can get it modded so that way you can hear when Belor and Funtime Freddy are at the doors. Well, guys, is custom night possible? With the things that flash on the screen for Ballora and Funtime Freddy, I want to say yes. If I can remod that into custom night, then I want to say yes, it is possible. In this modded version, no, because it's so broken. It's so broken. So the real question was, is Five Nights at Freddy's dislocation possible without sound? Well, yes and no. The base game, nights 1 through 5, are definitely possible. With a ton of failure and a ton of luck with the night 5, it's possible. Not easy, but possible. If you can mod it so that you can use the doors with hotkeys, then yes, it's possible. That night wasn't actually too bad. If you can use hotkeys, it lets you save that 1% of power when you check every camera. Custom night, if you can mod it so that you know when Ballora and Funtime Freddy are there, then yes, definitely custom night is possible. In the base game, I can't believe it is. I can't believe it is. Without sound, no way, bro. Even with my text-to-speech, Funtime Freddy's sound was so off, and he said everything. Like, I don't know. This was hard. This was hard, guys. This took me over 20 hours to film. This was difficult. Of course, if you're new, please like and subscribe, guys. I put so much effort into this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. We got something big coming up for the future videos, guys. Like, subscribe, and peace.